Hey everyone, I'm Amber, the Chakra Diva at thechakradeva.com, and today I'm going to talk to you about how to break your ancestral patterns, your beliefs that are within yourself that carry on from generations. So I have clients that I see, and sometimes I find fears within them, fears that they don't want to carry on baggage from their parents' generation or their grandparents' generation, okay? And a lot of times this comes through as illnesses. Let's say, for example, all of a sudden your mother contracted some kind of disease or cancer or things like that, and then she passed away. And with that in your mind, you go, oh no, what happens if I have the same thing? What happens if it's hereditary and I have the same disease? What happens if it's within me? And the thing is that energy does go from lineage to lineage, right? We all know about Reiki and how it goes from lineage to lineage when you pass energy, and so does energy from our parents and our grandparents and our ancestors and so on also come down. So if you want to break a pattern, break something, especially if you're having fear about it, I'm going to show you my technique for doing that today. So I really, because I'm very hands-on, right? I'm a hands-on healer. That's what I do. I like to use this picture of a tree, all right? And this isn't just any tree. This is your family tree. And at the bottom, this is where all of your roots are. And you can place a picture up here, or you can put somebody's name that you want to heal and send healing love and light to. But what I want you to do, let's say, for example, let me find my pen, that I would like to heal the energy between my father and I. And then at the bottom, okay, so I'm going to write on a tree branch, I'm going to write my dad. And then at the bottom, you're going to place a stone. And you don't place just any kind of stone, okay? You can place petrified wood. That's my preference for fossils and stones to use. So this is petrified wood. It has been fossilized. It's billions years old, okay? This is another piece. This is one of my favorite pieces when I'm trying to connect in with my ancestors and retain information and knowledge from them. Then I use this stone. But if you don't have a big piece, don't worry. You can always use tumbled, okay? And this is a little piece of tumbled petrified wood. Now, because petrified wood, right, kind of symbolizes what are you petrified of, right? Carrying on those old beliefs or those old patterns or maybe those old illnesses that they contradicted or I keep saying that, contracted, that they instilled within themselves or that they obtained, right, the sickness. And a lot of time it comes out of fear, and fear is in our root chakra. So I would like you to place your petrified wood at the bottom of the tree, all right, because you're healing the roots of your ancestors. You're healing the roots of your relationship. You're healing these belief systems that are within you. And then you open up your crown chakra. So you visualize your crown chakra opening, and you open and expand it to enter in and allow divine love and light to enter through you. You are a channel. If you would like to place a stone on top of the person, you can do so as well. I like to place an amethyst. You can do any kind. You can do tumbled, whatever you are drawn to, okay? Rose quartz and amethyst are usually my main ones for healing ancestral patterns. So you can place a rose quartz on top of that picture or on top of that name that you are connecting in with. All right, so you open up your crown chakra and you allow the light to filter through and come down all of your channels, through your chakras, into your feet, because you really want to be grounded and connected in with Gaia. And then with that, you return all of the energy and allow it to come up into your heart center. Okay, that's where you want to finish, in your heart center, and have your energy coming from a radiant place from your heart. Now, your heart chakra is connected to your hands, right? It's down the same energy field. So what you do is you place your hands, I'm going to move this down, above the stone. and you're sending love and peace, and you're thanking your ancestors. You're thanking for the experience that you had with these people or connections that you had with these people. What did they teach you? What did you learn? Now, the stuff that you don't want to continue holding on to, you can call forth Archangel Michael. And, you know, he has that beautiful, gigantic sword. And ask him to cut through the illusions, cut through the disbelief that you have, cut through any connections of things that you don't want to hold on to. And that could go for karmic lives, that could go for ancestral things. And I really like to look at patterns. If I know the person, I like to look at patterns and say, okay, they had so forth and so forth pattern ingrained in them. Did I take that on? Did I learn that? Did I take on their energy and I use that pattern? Is it in my highest good? Do I need to let go of it? Okay? And if it's something that I need to let go of, then I take that image through my hands and I send love and light to it. All right? So I'm on top of the petrified wood and I'm sending light to the roots. I'm thanking my ancestors. I'm thanking everybody for being a teacher in my life, because that's exactly what they are. They are teachers and helping me on my own lessons. And I start off with a lot of gratitude. Okay, and then with this, I shift my hands to where I wrote that person's name. For example, I wrote my dad here. And I may have a rose quartz, okay? And what I want to do is thank him for being a teacher in my life. Thank him from the bottom of my heart for always being with me, but I need to send love. So I channel divine light through me into my dad, and I send him the love of the rose quartz, right? The healing of the amethyst. And I concentrate on that energy. Sometimes I use crystal Reiki. If you're attuned to crystal Reiki, you can do symbols for entering into the psychic world, or perhaps healing. Okay, you can do emotional healing, physical healing. Any of those symbols would be perfect for this. And I just sit there with their energy and I thank them. And I ask Archangel Michael to release and cut cords of anything that does not serve me in my highest good, that I am ready to let go of. And what happens if you're not ready to let go? Then bring it to your awareness so you know what you're holding on to and you see what you're holding on to, okay? So I cut all ties and I thank Source. I thank my dad for being here. And then I return back to Gaia, right? The Gaia, the petrified wood down at the bottom of the stone. And I sit here when I'm done, after I'm done, and you could put multiple people in there. If you want to do your grandmother, if you want to do your dad, your aunt, your uncle, whomever it is, okay? Even friends, you can give friends healing. Then you do that for your friends. Then you return back to the petrified wood, and you say thank you. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to do this, and send healing to my ancestors, send healing to generations that have assisted in this lineup for me. And now that I see these patterns, I choose to live consciously and be aware of them so that they do not further go on. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for coming into my life and for cutting these cords that do not serve me in the highest good. I appreciate it. And with that, so it is. Okay? And when you're done, you release. I like to go wash my hands when I'm finished, because when you wash your hands, you're letting go of the energy that you just held on to. So this doesn't cut ties with the person that has been in your life. You know, for example, my dad doesn't cut cords with my dad. What it does is release the stuff that does not serve me. It releases me from beliefs that I may have that have come down from him, from his generation, and came to me. And if they don't no longer serve me, then I release them, right? You ask Archangel Michael, and so it is. And the other thing is, a lot of times people have fear that they're going to get an illness that their parent has, or that they saw them go through. And this is a way of saying, you know what? That was with you in your life. I am separate. This is me in my life, okay? I cut these ties so I don't have these fears anymore. And that's how you do a simple exercise to release these ancestral beliefs that have continued to come down. And the more that we upshift our vibration and the more that we are aware of our belief systems and where we're coming from and where we want to go, then we are able to help with assistance of divine to shift into that direction. You know, if you want to let go of a pattern, but you see where you want to go, you can ask for help. That's what I do. I ask for help. I ask for the guides to come down. I ask for Archangel Michael. I ask for Archangel Raphael to send healing to whomever it may be. And then it's as simple as that. You just say a prayer. It's energy. And so it is. So it is done. So that is it. Leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel if you like me. Thank you.